Lent is fast approaching. Now you might see my face and think, oh, this must be a children's message. Not today. Today I'd like to talk to the adults about Lent, which starts on Ash Wednesday this year on February 17th. Traditionally, I have thought of Lent as a time of somber reflection, thinking about what Jesus has done to take away my sins by dying and rising again on Easter. It's a time when I give up something I love, like sweets or soda. Am I the only one that feels like most of this last year has been somber? And I feel like I've already given up a lot, like going to live concerts or hosting my extended family for big meals. This year for Lent, let's focus on God in ways that uplift our spirits and feed our hungry hearts. I have just the idea for you. We have Lent kits that we have prepared for you with lots of fun and lighthearted ways that you can stay focused on Jesus. Starting with a devotion. I know you're all busy, but it's only 6 devotions, one for each week of Lent, that focus on our heart and what we value. Some of those things are visible, some of those things are invisible. And to give you time to reflect, there are coloring pages. I know, you're thinking, I haven't colored since I was in school, but I have actually found it very calming to color, especially when it's Bible verses like this one. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. It will give you time to kind of focus yourself. And just like the first day of school, do you remember the first day with new crayons? You are going to get a pack of crayons in your kit. ELCA is sponsoring something called the 40 Days of Lent. The 40 Days of Giving, which is a calendar that is included in your kit that will give you different ideas if you want to have a daily reading. And they come in different categories like reflection, prayer, and giving. And speaking of giving, the ELCA is sponsoring the 40 Days of Giving, where you can make donations to help buy things for people in need. We know that this pandemic has been very hard on the poorest of people across the world. So in your kit, you are also going to get a little piggy bank. I suggest that you put your spare change in there. If you could even donate $1 a day during Lent, by Easter, you could buy a cute little pig for $30 for a family in need. Or $20 buys a chicken or a couple of chickens for the family to sell the eggs and for food. Much needed protein. For the children, there is going to be a coloring book that goes with our God's Global Barnyard. Let me share with you. A friend of mine said she already has an idea for her granddaughter. She is going to let her granddaughter color and look through the coloring books and pick out what kind of barnyard animal they want to invest in for the season of Lent. And then she's going to come up with chores so her granddaughter can earn the money to buy something like maybe honeybees. Okay, also in your kit, we are focusing on the 40 days of comfort food, and we're working on a digital cookbook, which you can look online if you'd like to add your recipes. But since we probably will not be having our midweek Lenten meals, which often includes soup, we're going to give you a little soup to help you with your soup and your scripture. Oh, and if you're focusing on following Jesus, do you remember the story where he says, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men"? We have some Swedish fish for you. Lots of other goodies and sweets. And of course, we need to have a wooden spoon if we're going to stir in some gratitude. Do you like crafts? There's a very simple cross craft, which you can add to and make it more elaborate if you want to. And then there will be special things for the children. There is a giant Color Your Own all about Lent, where the kids can stop and color and talk about what Lent means to them. Oh, there'll be some surprises too. Maybe an Easter egg that looks like a tomb. I won't tell you what's secretly inside the egg. And for the youth, there's some special things for them too. There is a Lent calendar for just for teenagers that will help them focus on things that are important to them during the season of Lent. So you can pick up your kits on Ash Wednesday, February 17th, during one of our drive-up Ash distributions, which will be 1 to 2 and also 5:30 to 6:30. If that date and times don't work for you, please call the office. We can set up a different time for you to stop by, or we can have the kits delivered. Also, if you will look on our website or on Facebook, you can find ways to register for the kits so we can have the right number of items for you in your kit. If you have trouble, call the office. Carol would be glad to help you register. So please take time to feed your spirit this Lent. Jesus said, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." These kits have been prepared just for you. You are not alone.